What's good, everybody? I want to have a quick conversation about bridging the gap with mental health and video games, and more than anything is just keeping everyone together without judgment or anything like that. Me, I'm an older gentleman that I'm still in the video game space. I'm a heavy gamer, but I see people that judge others based on either being too old for video games or saying that it's poison for younger kids. And I'm here to not only bring the safe space for these people that feels like they're being judged in any way, shape, or form, but I'm also here to let people know that don't understand what goes on in this space. First and foremost, me, when I was a kid, when I was playing video games, it kept me off the streets. It kept me out of trouble. Me and all my friends, when we were doing wild stuff and doing all the bad things, we had our times, man, where we were just locked in just playing video games, staying off the block, staying out the streets, doing devious things out there. And video games was our escape, and it was our comfort zone, you know? And at no point, for me personally, and a lot of people that were around me, video games never really influenced what we did in reality. It was more so an escape to not have to deal with the things on the outside at times, you know? And even as an older man, there was times where I didn't want to be out in the world and deal with anything. I wanted to stay out of trouble. I wanted to stay in the house and stay focused, even as an athlete. So on this video right here, I wanted to kind of explain and kind of break things down when it comes to that area, even especially now, playing in certain games like Grand Theft Auto roleplay. I play in Call of Duties. There's certain behaviors that I notice from people in general, not only just kids. And there's a lot of toxic behavior in these areas. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't sit here and make it seem like it's just fairyland. It's a lot of toxic behavior, but that all comes to what you filter and what you accept in your space, you know? But for me personally, I like to put myself around people, and that's when it comes where I made a whole Discord channel, Noodle Cup Gang. I got a Noodle Cup Gang Discord, and everyone in there, for the most part, everyone in there is super cool. But it's a lot of like-minded people, and I mean from the biggest athletes, from the smallest person that probably think they're small in a certain area in life in general, where they're probably not popular. They're probably not popular, but when they come into space, everyone's equal. When we have our Discord chats and we're just chopping it up and stuff like that, there's no one above no one, you know? And to see for this person right here that probably think they're here, and they see this person that they probably think is up here, when we all talk and they realize we're all here, that's the best thing about this whole area and space of people that I'm trying to put together, this community that I'm trying to put together. So with the whole Push 100 Miles Per Hour Foundation, this is what comes with all of it. Building community, finding like-minded people, finding people out there that's struggling where they're being put down from others talking down on them, of telling them what's good and what's not. And I'm here to tell them that it's okay. We're here to tell them that it's okay. So when it comes to this whole space of video games, you can't just down people and down these kids and down men and women and anyone that's in this space to make them feel bad for what they enjoy doing. It's wrong, because that's just what they're into. Would you rather them out there be doing other stuff? Like, I understand, like, maybe it's something that you were never into, and maybe you were successful in another space because you chose a different route, but this is their route. Everything is not about your success, because maybe their success to them is reaching a level 30 on Call of Duty or reaching a certain level on a video game. Maybe that's their personal success, you know? And I'm not comparing a video game to getting a master's degree or anything like that, but what makes this person happy? You feel what I'm saying? What makes this person happy? So when it comes to paying attention to someone's mental health, it's about that person's happiness, man. For me, video games make me happy. I love video games, man. I've been a die-hard video game fan since my dad bought me Sega Genesis. My first two games was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and WWF Royal Rumble. That was my first two video games I've ever owned. I haven't looked back since. But that's just me coming here. I just turned 38 years old a couple of days ago. I'm heavy on video games. Heavy. My uncle's, where's my uncle? I forgot how old my uncle is. He's like in his 50s. Heavy gamer. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that people come out here and they try to kick you down and call you a loser and you're not doing nothing, like, no. If you look at all the statistics right now, yo, video gamers are killing it. And this is something where people talk others out of that area. Leave it alone, do this, do that. Now there are gamers out here making billions of dollars with endorsements and all type of ways and avenues to make money. So stop kicking these kids down. Stop kicking these people down and telling them that they're wrong for entering the video game space. You know? So with all that being said, I hope any little thing that I said can get through to the person that they're probably not into video games, but they probably have a kid, a cousin, a brother, a friend, whoever. Give them some space, man. Try to understand their world. You know, instead of kicking a person down or judging them in any way, try to understand where they're at with anything. And maybe another time I'll do another vlog where I'll talk about the toxic behavior on the video game space, because there is a lot of toxic behavior out there, but that's a whole nother conversation. And just to touch a little briefly on that real quick, when I say the toxic behavior, a lot of things that I notice is a lot of people are going through their own things as well, you know, and a lot of people like to get their frustration out through the video games and stuff. But when it comes to that, you know, that's a whole nother conversation. Like I said, for me personally, you know, depending on how I'm feeling, if I want to hear it, I'll hear it, but otherwise I'll probably filter it out. But that's another conversation for another vlog. So what we'll do is, when we get to that space, another vlog, we'll have that conversation, because it's definitely a conversation that's well needed. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much. Push100milesperhour.com. Peace.